your
I will.
learning
You know what? I'll
resources.
send it to
Do
you.
a video.
I'll send
Okay.
it to you.
Well, first things first, what are we doing?
Ion exchange.
Ion exchange.
Okay,
Or
which
it's,
one?
The first one, ion.
Anion?
Yeah.
Well, let me turn.
Okay, so what does that mean?
That's the negative charge. We're using a positive
negative.
solver. Not
So negative will
here's
attract
the thing.
negative.
oh shit.
Give it a bit
Yeah.
more thinking.
No, negative will attract the positive. And
Oh yeah. Fuck. Oh yeah, you're displacing a.
So this diagram works for anion and cation because it's sodium chloride.
Oh yeah.
So Na plus
shit,
Cl
yeah.
minus. So if you're doing anion exchange, the sodium does nothing, but the chloride is what's going to elute these instead. Exact same principle, just the charges are flipped over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can do anion exchange. And what we're doing, resource Q, we'll stop that, using on position 2. None of this stuff we ever use. Wonder if it opens. Huh. 280. What's the other one? 4 or 5. 5. That's fine.
Okay. Now, with respect to the void,
2 manual. This can go down to
the software here automatically subtracts the void time.
1 mil. That's 10 times the sample volume. We want to wash out our unbound sample. That's fine. Fractionation, functional fractions. And yeah, so we can do linear gradient. We can do fancy segmental gradients. But generally, we're going to 0 to 100, and then we're just changing gradient
We
now.
haven't worked with anything other than linear gradients.
Yeah, well, segmented is essentially the same thing, but you just have different sections where you're doing gradients. Okay,
yeah, so
let's go for like segment. You can go segment 1 is like 50, and then we'll go segment 2 is like 70 for 10. And then segment 3 is going to be 100 for like
I'm presuming because we've been working on the linear thing that we're not.
that, and you get these curvy things. So it lets you like come up to a salt concentration in like a protein specifically.
What's the point of using a segment gradient? Wouldn't you want it like a constant?
Well, once you know, when you've done it a few times and you know where the protein you want,
specific, so you can
like why do you care about going 0 to 100 when you just
No
sort of
space.
need to like go up to this?
Okay.
And you know, you can do loads of segments. So if you got like a very large mixture, she's not in today. She's lost her voice, was what I heard this morning. She's got tonsillitis. Yeah.
No good to me.
That's also called a case.
She can email you, I guess.
Sign language. Sign language.
No, she wasn't here this morning, and yeah, she's sick. Where are we? Linear gradient. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's it. I missed that re-equilibrate there or whatever. We might be able to actually add a re-equilibration step. Just go through it. Just make sense.
The void time equally up.
And re-equilibration. So there we go. We can see our gradient. Consists of all our pre-equilibration step. That's our linear gradient there. That's our clean after elution. That's re-equilibration. With short respect. That's it. That's the method done. There's all the steps.
Nice.
So the thing about this is it is possible to adjust some of these. You can build this from scratch if you want, but it's handy just to get this to do it for you.
So I want you just to do
Yeah.
this.
So if we like open up our linear gradient, you see that's what we set 100, and that's the length we set 100. And see the little hashtag there? That means it's a variable. That's the reason it shows up here. So if we pick something that's not like that, so say for instance, like on the volume, no, okay, no. I think every single thing in here is going to be a variable now.
Oh god.
Okay, like the alarm pressure is a variable, but the fact that it's enabled is not. So you can actually make that a variable. So I can name it that, and then if we go, yeah. So now if we go into here somewhere, see now we've got an enable alarm, and we can actually disable it in the method there. But yeah, we'll leave it labeled as is. So that's an example. There's always this pump wash thing that's always off as well, and for the life of me, I don't know why.
It's always off.
It's always there. Every
Yeah.
method starts with this, and every method doesn't put it here. You have to go to show details to show it. And I have no idea why it's there because like
But pump wash is a part of the program. I thought like you could just do that
Why?
before you even start up your program. That's how we've been doing it, haven't we?
No.
yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
it's in the it's in the manual. It's like do it manually and then do the run. But every method you generate with this has a pump wash at the beginning.
Oh,
But for some obscure reason, it's only available in details unless you actually manually go and change it.
Oh, okay.
okay.
It makes sense. Like if you're swapping over buffers, you're like, oh well, like that gradient was alright, but I want to try a different buffer. And obviously, they need to do a pump wash or whatever, and you can just run the method and get it to do it. Yeah, it's pretty enjoyable, pretty flexible to work with. You can drag stuff about right here, or just straight up delete stuff. It does warn you and stuff. I'm not going to save this, so I'm just going to start fucking around with it. But you can freely change all this kind of